The City of New Bern is launching a new program to decrease the time a missing person could be out in extreme weather. News Channel 12's Rebecca Heckel has more on just how this project, called Project Lifesaver, works. Rebecca?
Yeah, Project Lifesaver is a national organization that is partnering with local agencies across the country to better assist people that are more likely to wander away from home. These could be elderly people with Alzheimer's, dementia, children with severe autism, and people with traumatic brain injuries. People at a higher risk for wandering away from home used to be like finding a needle in a haystack for first responders when they went missing. Agencies would check favorite spots like shopping centers or the downtown area, but the search would fan out across the whole city.
It's essentially directed guesswork. So we think that they might be at certain community points in the area, but if we don't know, it's hey, you go here, and you go here, and we'll meet back and see if we've come up with anything.
And with extreme temperatures, taking multiple hours to find someone after they've wandered away could be deadly.
Yesterday or the day before, we had a heat index of 113. That's going to wreak havoc on someone who's in perfect condition. So someone who may be of an older status, who's maybe not the healthy to begin with, it decreases the amount of time that we have to successfully or safely find that person.
This is where Project Lifesaver comes in. Caretakers can apply to have a bracelet put on their loved one who may be a flight risk. This small device can be worn either on the ankle or wrist and essentially narrows down the area first responders must search should they go missing. The batteries must be checked daily and changed every 60 days by EMS.
When they call 911, we know who they are and they're part of the project should they go missing. And then we come out with a receiver. And the receiver gives us an idea of a direction of travel. And once we find out the direction of travel, as we get closer, we can understand that we're getting closer and closer to our clients that possibly walked away from home.
First responders essentially ping the bracelet with the receiver, which is why it gets louder the closer it gets. It's kind of like Marco Polo. And while the missing person could still be considered a needle in a haystack, that stack is much smaller than before.
With the use of Lifesaver, I would argue that we now have that same needle, but maybe on a fence post, and we know the direction of the fence post. So we can all focus on finding this same needle, which is inherently difficult to find, but at least now we're all looking in the same direction.
And the funds for Project Lifesaver were granted to the area's Agency on Aging, which then partners with the first responders like the police department and the fire department to distribute those bracelets to those who need them. To learn more about how to apply for one and exactly what Project Lifesaver is, you can check our website, WCTI12.com. Live in Craven County, Rebecca Heckel, News Channel 12.